tautog. On the cunner, it's going to be a little bit more streamlined. It kind of comes down more to a point, where on the tautog, it's kind of got more of a rounded head, more kind of block-headed almost. And the first thing with these fish is it has a giant caudal peduncle back here. It's really, really big. So that would be the first thing you notice. You're like, okay, that's a cunner and tautog. If it's got that dark coloration with kind of a blunted head, that would be a tautog. If it's a lighter coloration, often with a little yellow or red in it, and it's more streamlined and kind of comes more to a point, that's going to be your cunner. Okay? Both of them taste good. It's important to know. Unlike the next three. I've never eaten them. Alright. Conger eel. The only thing you would confuse this with would be, well, there's a lot of things you could, but the most similar looking one would be an American eel. The big difference there is the origin of the dorsal fin. On this guy, the origin of the dorsal fin is pretty forward on the body. On an American, it's going to be a little bit closer to like the midway point for the origin of the dorsal. What's that? Yeah, the jaw is a little different. The American comes out a little bit more, I guess, and this one's kind of more blunted. It also has continuous dorsal and anal fin all the way, no caudal fin that goes all the way around, one continuous fin. And a lot of times it'll have that kind of whitish color dorsal fin with the black margin. Okay. Sort of white with black margin, and then continuous dorsal anal fins. And we have in the past had people confuse conger and fawn cusk eel. The fawn cusk eel has a continuous dorsal and anal fin. It is that same kind of like white with black margin, but you see how all the spots go down the side?
Like a fawn.
Fawn, like a deer.
Like a
So, like baby deer is called fawns because they got the spots. So it's fawn cusk eel that has the spots down the side. Okay, so white spots, continuous dorsal and anal. And that's about the normal size that you would see. I've never really seen a whole lot bigger than that. Maybe a little, but not much.
Don't they sort of like go into holes in the bottom? Like, you know, I see them like their heads popping out.
I'm not really familiar with fawn cusk eel behavior. No, it's okay. I don't know much about them, other than what they look like. Alright, our one jawless fish, the Atlantic hagfish, nasty, horrible, smelly fish. If you ever tow up a barrel on a trip, you're going to hate it for a few days. The smell doesn't go away. Long eel-like fish. There's no, touch it. There's no real mouth on them. No real jaw. It's just kind of like a little sucker-looking little mouth. They'll just attach on or get inside of dead, decaying fish. Find the easiest way in, eat it from the inside out, and it'll just be skin and bones left. So.
Usually.
This is pretty typical color.